Good morning, everybody. That was Sean Paul. Welcome to Love and Music YSU Edition. This is your host, Rebecca Banks. I've been MIA for a couple weeks because I was really ill with my asthma, but I'm back. Looking forward to today's show. I missed you all. I missed the studio. I missed our lovely Rookery radio. And we're going to make up for it with some music. We're going to start with some Adele. Hello. What a beautiful song. All right. That's enough for the classical music. You know me. I play a little bit of everything. So I have some very handsome gentlemen live in the studio. And they form Yompton. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And then we're going to play two cuts of their music. And then we're going to get into some good discussions.
Hey, yo, Rebecca Banks, thanks for having us.
You're very welcome.
Always a live supporter of the arts as long as I've known you, Lemon Grove days.
Yes.
Way back. Good to turn Rookery Radio out to Yompton Radio today.
Yeah, Yompton
Shabbat
Radio.
Shalom to everybody out there. I got my man Gonzalez, J-Hove.
Hello, YSU. Love and music. Respect to Rebecca Banks for having us on today.
Thank you.
And I go by Jovan Gonzalez. They go
Real name,
J-Zales.
no gimmicks.
I'm just glad we're on today, so I appreciate it.
Thank you
long
for
time
coming.
Long time coming.
I know, right?
Like we say at the store, it's a long way to LA. We got a long way to go.
I love it. And I wish you could see because he just put his shades on.
Right.
Getting their full character. But they're beautiful gentlemen, and I have the utmost respect for them. And I must say, I have a lot, we're going to talk about a little bit of everything, but I still want to thank you because about a month ago, hopped on a bus, rode out to your city, and one of the main things I wanted to see was your store. Well, of course, you.
Closed Mondays.
And your store.
And Sundays. Mondays
yeah. But I made sure it was a Tuesday. It was a beautiful day.
I love it. It was, and you hung out all day because I saw you waiting on the bus later on by Howard's, and I was hoping that you were headed the right direction. I said, Rebecca's hip. She knows her way around the valley.
I had to move. This big truck came, but I had a wonderful time. Your store is beautiful.
Thank you.
Full of intriguing, different pieces of items, and I wish I had a little bit more time to spend in there, but it was a quick kind of in and out. I wanted to catch some art also. That was going to be...
You got to see Aaron Chine's studio and Dave Grohl Alley, and it's cool that the bus comes right through the square there. We're right on Courthouse Square, 169 West Market Street.
Yeah.
Trumbull Art Gallery is great.
DNA.
The Michael Green
yes.
DNA.
Yes, so I had to hit it all.
Young legend,
so she
Michael
definitely
Green.
got to see the whole art scene that's popping down at downtown Warren, Courthouse Square. And
I love
Dave Grohl
art.
The scene is beautiful, yeah.
And so... But my first stop was your store.
LA Pop Stand.
Well, it was the Pop Stand. Let's talk about it a little
Love
bit.
Pop Stand.
We're lovers. We're lovers of the left coast. I'm more San Francisco than Los Angeles. Jay Zales got his angel on right now. Mm-hmm. But we went with the Pop Stand because of pop art, and obviously pop is what we call soda this side of Jersey or Philly.
That's right.
And so it was a fun play on words. I figured it would make a good joke if it didn't work out too. We could blow this pop stand, which was an old saying my Aunt Lynn used to use. But when I went online to register on Twitter and Instagram and such, the pop stand was taken. It was in Toronto, and they do lollipops. And so I went with La, because it's Spanish and Italian for the.
Yes.
And it worked with the LA connection because we have partners out there. Private Stash, Zach Guerreri, the whole Yompton banging like we're trying to connect East and West because of the history. And it was an old travel agency. I'll let Jovan talk about that. But it was Mr. Chicolo's travel agency way back in 83, 84 when I was born. I'm not trying to give my age away. I'm younger than Jay and Kanye, but and Bon Jovi. So that but yeah, it was a travel.
All good things.
So in keeping with that theme, we got the United Flight School United Club there in the front, the airport lounge.
I love it, and that's one thing I really loved. I've always loved that about you, your choice in words, and that's something that I look at and it just really makes me smile. So
thank you. I went to Ursuline. I guess they did a pretty good job.
Yay.
They're still in the running.
Our
Go
DJ
Irish,
Chris
yeah.
Gunther's from
They're playing
Ursuline.
today.
They played
Are
today.
they playing?
They are playing
Basketball?
today.
Crestwood or Crustywood?
Football, they're still.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yay.
Let's go Irish.
All right, go.
Yeah, my
couple
Kennedy
more wins
Eagles.
and they'll be state champs, city of champions.
That's right.
All
Beat
right.
Steubenville. Steubenville's the favorite. Shout out to Dean Martin. R.I.P. Yeah, my Kennedy.
Hey, maybe we'll
JFK,
play him later. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see him. We'll see him in state. We'll see him at the Horseshoe. But my Kennedy Eagles. Shout out to JFK, Warren JFK. They lost a tough one last night in Twinsburg to Mogador, which is like East Akron.
Mm-hmm.
We
So
try to
they're out,
promote all
but
the local schools around the area.
Still
YSU,
Valley.
obviously.
Yay.
we're for the
attended
children.
YSU for a couple years, and it was a
Yay,
great
so we're all
experience.
fellow
Youngstown
Penguins.
State. Yeah. Well,
I
I'm a
didn't-
Viking.
He
I'm
was a
a
Oh,
Viking.
okay, that's okay. That's
But
okay.
I'm North Side.
That's okay.
Yeah, we're
YSU,
North Side. We
you
grew
know.
up.
That's okay.
We grew up UCLA
It was great today.
on the corner of Lincoln Ave. That's what we
It was
call
great.
YSU here.
It was great to come down today. We went down to Joe Max first. They sell our shirts still. It's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
he
we-
does?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they can get
Joe
them
Max
down there.
Coffee.
Oh, you can?
find
The
our
Max.
shirts
You know
down
what?
there.
He's somebody I have to have on because I actually know
Yeah,
him.
Mike-
I met him
Mike
through.
is a great guy.
I
He said
met
to
him
send his
through my
love.
volunteer. He did?
Yeah.
Oh, how sweet. Shout
And,
out to Joe Max.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
Joe
East
Max
Federal
Coffee.
Street.
I
Yeah.
met him because I've been
Downtown
volunteering
Youngstown.
since 2009 up at the hospital.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
I met him there.
And he does the Revival Church. On Sunday, they have services down there in the evening, and he's managing. And they make great coffee and
And
pastries.
tea,
Yeah, they
too.
do.
All the
Tea,
goods.
that tea was...
My favorite in the
Also,
city. Best
shout
in the
out
city.
to Stone Fruit Coffee
Out in the
Camp.
Burg.
Now,
Yeah.
I've never tried that. I have to try that
they
one
do,
day.
They do organic
Awesome
coffee
place.
that is unbelievable, and they carry our clothing too. So
Oh, how
respect to
nice.
Stone Fruit
They
Coffee.
show a lot of love. Young
Yes.
couple, all Rust Belt theme,
Yeah,
Youngstown
shop
theme.
local people.
That's
Ed
what I
O'Neill
love.
was just there
Was
when
he?
he was in town.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got
Yeah. So
And I see
Ursuline
next...
family.
Now, isn't next Saturday small business? I just
Yes,
heard
it
that.
is.
Yeah.
And we need to make every Saturday.
Yeah,
Well,
you know,
let's
the holidays
promote
are
it.
coming up. What do they call it? Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give all your money to the mall and these big corporations. There's a lot of great people doing custom
Exactly.
work and custom clothing
For
and
the
custom
culture.
jewelry that are around here in the city, in this valley.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always better to shop local. So
Mr. Macy
support
won't miss
that.
your money.
Yeah,
Mr. Gimbal might. But
yeah.
I love it. So let's get back to your story a little
Okay,
bit, and then because you're so diverse, we're going to talk about other things.
and
of
we're
course.
Gemini, so it's hard to keep
Yeah,
us on track.
try to keep up and watch us for the
Well, that's
changes.
why I love it because my mind is like everywhere. Like I might think of ooh ooh ooh. So we all fit along good. But I want to promote your story.
Cleveland to LA real quick.
What are some kind of items that people can find in your store?
Okay.
I had the pleasure of seeing it, but let somebody know that hasn't been there yet.
Okay. The store, I think, is very pop art. You know, like Andy Warhol,
Yes.
Basquiat-esque. We got a lot of local artists that do, whether it's photography, painting, art. We have that up on the walls. Definitely a pop feel. We grew up in the 80s and 90s in that culture, and we try to highlight that.
I'm
We
glad.
have a lot of local designs too. People that do local shirts, and it's mainly a clothing store.
It's all love.
Yes, very,
And that's one
very
thing I
much
liked.
so.
I'm a visual learner. I tutor here. But that immediately caught me, like I said, due to the time crunch. But I could have just spent a lot of more time
You could
there.
spend hours in our store just
Dreaming.
thinking
Don't.
through
Please
little
don't.
things.
No, you're very welcome to come. I'm glad you asked too, because it's not all about. I really want people to get it, and the best people to come through are the people like you that get it. And if you don't follow us on the internet, LA Pop Stand, the Travel Agency, Facebook, whatnot,
Yeah.
you didn't know where we were coming from or grow up with us on the North Side or in Briar Hill, you would have no idea what you're walking into, and it would be a whole new world. But if you know us, then you see that there's a theme, there's a concept, there's something that work here at the Pop Stand, at the Travel Agency. And it's not. And I had a homie today from Cleveland that I went to school with. I've known since 5th grade. His family owns the Royal Gardens, not the Oaks, the Gardens in Girard, one of the oldest bars in the valley. Shout out to my man Zach. And he's been dying to come down, and we keep funny hours because we're small. It's just the two of us.
Right.
And it's a pop-up shop, so it's not 8 to 4, 9 to 5. We're there when we need to be. Tonight there's an event for Trumbull Arts Council, the Holiday Hop, or they're lighting up the square.
So you're going to be there?
Definitely.
Yay! So see, listeners, you can come in and meet them in person.
Check us out. Check it out. 169 West Market, downtown Warren.
Courthouse
Wartown.
Square.
Hip to be square.
Yeah.
So I was telling Zach, he asked about the clothes, and people get excited, and they say, I bet you got some really dope-ish in there. And I'm like, thank you. I hope that we do. But it's not all about sales. It's not all about fashion. It's not all about clothing. It's about the culture, and it's about people and the history and the heritage and the music.
Yeah, we grew up with a love for all types of genres of music.
Yes.
And art. And hip-hop. We're very hip-hop, just so you guys know.
Yes.
I like to say Warren is... a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll, but it's very gangster rap. There's Warren G up there, as you know too. Shout out to all my West Side riders.
Do you know Mr. Romance, Caleb? He
I
just
don't.
moved away, but he's from Warren. I have a CD.
Sounds like a DJ.
Yeah, he's in, I think, ATL now, but
As is
I've
Mark
been
Malice,
pleasured.
my
Yes,
my
I
Gemini,
love
my-
Marco. Hey, Marco called in
The hardest
before.
working man. Really? That's
Yeah,
what's
he
up.
called
Oh,
in. In
that's
fact,
him.
Yeah,
in
we
He's
fact,
the greatest.
in
Yeah.
fact, he came home for Thanksgiving before.
I call him he calls himself the hardest working man in showbiz after James Brown. So I say he's the godfather of Youngstown jazz hop. The
I love
godfather of
him.
funk.
I love him. We should
It's
have
my
him call
brethren.
in next time when you guys are on.
Definitely.
Wouldn't
No,
that
he's
be
tough
sweet?
to catch. He's an elusive cat too.
And
but
he's a
we'll
writer,
see if we can get him
too.
on the horn. Yeah, he's a great artist and very inspirational for me. His moving to Atlanta is what made me want to start doing music because I always felt that he represented what we as a crew or people represent on my side of the river or whatnot. Even though Mark actually, he's been around. He lived in Sharon Farrell. He went to Fitch. You know.
Isn't
So
all
he's
this
got great
collaboration and
perspective.
connections beautiful?
And he lived with us for a while.
definitely.
How nice.
We definitely find each other, whether it's the art scene or everything going on. We're very multicultural here, whether it's race, religion, music, or
PBS
art.
work.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah,
Montessori.
Hi.
We
love
got
it.
friends walking by.
You know
here. It
Mr.
is
Ryan
Sesame Street
Martino?
out here.
Do you guys know Ryan Martino?
I don't. He sounds
He's
Italian.
my next guest.
Who is an Italian in this town? Okay. Oh, we hope not to push him
He's
back
very-
because we were
no,
late. We
he's
were on
cool.
Yompton
Ryan,
time.
you good? Hi, Ryan. Yeah, he came a little early, but he's good. He's very diverse too. Hi.
That's what's up.
How are you? We're live on air.
Hi,
Come
Ron.
on in. Do you know these beautiful gentlemen?
What's happening?
See, a new connection.
I was
Peace to
listening
meet you.
on the right end.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
On the radio.
very nice.
Yeah, we
We've
call
been-
it La Familia. We're trying to build around the family. It's about Youngstown is very family-oriented place, and obviously everybody in hip-hop thinks that they're the mob, and we come from a mob town, but we are all related in a way. My dad is Jovan's godfather.
Oh, how nice.
And so he's my god brother. We're
Uh-huh.
both Gemini.
Oh, how
we're kind of
sweet.
just all family.
I love
That's
that.
why is we're trying to
Everybody's
bring everybody
related in
together.
Youngstown and
One
in the
way or
valley
another.
somehow.
It-
So
it's-
we say we're all cousins, right?
Even with the I've kissing
Everybody-
cousins.
yeah.
Yeah.
I always say too, my grandparents are from a very small town in Italy. Like it's like half the size of Lowville, if you could imagine. And so I say it's only a matter of time until they're trying to marry you off to a cousin.
I love it. I love it. Well, let's
hope
talk
not,
a little
though.
bit.
Right now, no, I'm just,
Let's talk a little bit about your tailgating adventures. So, Mr. Ryan
Good
Martino used to play for the Penguins, and that's how I met him.
Oh, very
Football?
nice. Yeah.
Respect.
What years did you play,
Go
Ryan?
Gwens.
2000 through 2004.
Okay,
Very
good
nice.
time.
good. And they've
Turn of the
been
century.
promoting their clothing line. So, like, that's one of your shirts
Yes,
right there.
we have Flight School, YNG, and it's very
Live.
pop art, and we sell them, like I said, Stone Fruit Coffee,
Joe Max.
Coffee,
Downtown.
in
Downtown
LA
Warren.
Popstown, downtown Warren.
So, was this the first year you set up your table at the
This is the
M24?
first time
Season.
we've started
All right, I
tailgating
love
all the
it. I
home
love
Fresh
it.
games.
start. Both
So-
Bellini,
What is it?
Trestle,
M24 lot?
Yeah, right
The
by McDonald's,
right
yes.
on Fifth Avenue.
Right by the
Yeah, we're
action.
having a good time there.
Did you
Got a good
you
spot.
saw the fire truck then?
Penguin Club. They're good.
The fire truck.
Those
that,
are Warren cats.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
met him.
yeah.
Klaus Klauser or
Paul
something.
Klauser, yeah.
National So,
National Fire Repair.
Talk about a pimped out fire truck,
I
right?
actually hadn't
keep it
seen
real
his spot, but I heard he's been doing that for a long
Oh
time.
my goodness.
There.
I
Did you
met
see
him
up
last
there, Jovan?
year.
Oh, okay.
I met him last year because Jeffrey Butts was my guest on Who Does Tessa's Life, and somehow they were telling me about it. Hello. Hi. Come on in.
It's been a lot of fun, and they're putting up a great fight. I think they're 1 year away from being the national champions.
Yes.
I'm a believer.
I listen.
Shout out to
Daydream
Jim
believer.
Trussell for doing so many great things
Yes.
and coming
And Bo
back to
Pelini.
Youngstown.
You know
Bo
what?
Pelini,
Even though
yeah.
he's Cardinal Mooney.
We've been
Ha, ha,
glad
ha.
to have
Against
these
them.
people
We're all
here
in the
and back
valley.
and trying to build up Youngstown.
I love it,
No
and that's
doubt.
what I love. Build up,
Big
build
it
up,
up.
build
Yeah.
up.
Big
Be
it up.
positive.
Yeah, we
It's
Be
coming
positive.
around. I haven't seen the city so. I mean, we
alive.
lost.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it so alive my whole life. You know,
I know.
10 years
Yes.
ago we were
Yes.
ready. You know, in the 90s it was a mess, and the 80s maybe they didn't realize. Unfortunately, I wasn't old enough to remember what was really going on. I remember just the hip hop and the sneakers and do the right thing and that, and it was all a dream to me. But yeah, we've come a long way. It's been a hell of a war, and the war is still on out here. And shout out to everybody doing something positive in the city, in the valley, whether
Yeah,
you're out
very
in
much so.
Canfield or you're up in Cortland. It's one love. And
Yeah, we're all, you know, we do a play on like Hill Valley and Back to the Future, but this area, it's not just Youngstown and Warren, or I'm from Boardman, I'm from Poland. We're all
that.
the valley.
Dead that.
You know, we're all a
All
community.
Yompton.
Yeah.
Right, right,
and,
right.
We should
We're
support
all in this
that.
together.
And yeah,
One love.
we build that up. You know, it's
And I'm-
family first.
And I'm glad you mentioned Hill Valley. I'll tell that story if you don't mind.
Sure.
I went to see John Kerry with my mother on Courthouse Square in 2004 for the election. Obviously, I'm left to center a little bit. And somebody reminded me recently that Bon Jovi did an acoustic set. He played like 3 pieces beforehand. And so John Kerry comes out and he goes, "Oh my God, Warren, what a beautiful town. I feel like Michael J. Fox is going to shoot out of the sky." And ever since then, I feel like we've looked at it, at least I have, a little differently. It was like a boost, like a ego booster shot or something, because people have been so down on
Yeah,
town
and like a fresh perspective,
telling
like
us, hey, we're beautiful.
and that's
You
what
know?
I love.
And this looks
That's
like
what I
a
love.
movie,
Like,
is what he was saying.
Like
you
getting
know?
back to Jim Trussell.
Getting back to the
I
future.
was in a couple meetings with him. I was a presidential mentor, but one of the things he mentioned, and you know, he's been to so many different colleges and worked different places. He's like, there's no other college that has Mill Creek Park 5 minutes
What a
away.
gem.
Yeah.
So like that's what I like.
People don't
What you're
know,
saying, that
you
fresh
know.
perspective,
And that's
that
why they need to get the water
outside
right.
Come to
perspective.
Youngstown, it's beautiful.
It really
It
is.
is, and there, you know,
And
cost
Cleveland
of
is
living
the city.
is cost of living.
I
is
had a
low,
good time there this
And
yeah.
I mean, it's a great place to raise a family.
There
Best,
are-
best pizza
Best
Yes.
pizza.
this side of New York.
Wedding
Very
soup,
much
cookie
so.
And you can get
table.
New York pizza
All that.
here. Yeah, everybody knows about the food. We definitely eat our way
if
through
you're
winter.
from Youngstown and you know about this, and if you're not, you should learn about it and come visit us, because we do a lot of great things here in Youngstown, Ohio.
So we're gonna get to some music now.
Let's talk
So you
music.
two have a group. What do you call it? What do you call
Family.
it?
Really?
La
Oh,
Familia.
Oh, I love it.
mean,
Love
I
it.
don't know.
Okay.
It's all
So
family.
what's the
Yeah,
what?
it's much bigger than him and I.
If you want to
obviously.
look it up on YouTube, what do you type in?
I would say Yompton Radio, but you could find us a number of ways. I mean, you could type Gonzalez. The Botman has his own station.
Bobmanmusic.com. You could go to Gonzalez, J-Z-A-L-E-Z. You could Google it. Go to
Google works
YouTube.
wonders, huh?
Yeah.
Google and YouTube, we figure are the
I
most
know, right? They're number
international,
one and number two.
universal ways to find us. Everybody's on SoundCloud tough. I recently bit the apple and made a SoundCloud because the Bartlow owned label out in the Bay Area, Mill Valley, get this, is the name of the town proper, Mill Valley, California, asked me, they emailed me, do you have an email? Or, I'm sorry, SoundCloud? And I was like, no, I don't. I guess I should do that. And so I did create a SoundCloud
That
for,
sounds
for
like
David
me.
Gold.
I gotta make a
Yeah.
Twitter one day because I
You
don't.
could,
Oh, I
type,
love
you could
Twitter.
type in David Gold, the audiologist.
The audiologist, legends,
freelance.
young legends.
Oh, I like
we have a
audiologist.
big crew
No
of
doubt.
local.
Now,
we
was
know
that with
everybody who
Chauncey?
does local hip hop around
Chauncey.
here.
Yeah,
And,
I like because
Bop
Marco.
and Zitro,
Marco.
yeah. And
Yes.
that's how I got hip to the audio, because
Okay.
Bop is
We
the
grew
South
up-
So
Side
do you
Cardinal
guys
Mooney
know?
cat.
Do you guys know Jeff Pfeiffer? Fifer then?
Yes, we
No
do.
doubt.
I love Fife.
Fife.
Shout out to Fife.
Shout out to Fife.
Yeah.
I love Fife. So
NYPD Blue.
So how I met him? Well, actually,
One love,
I
Fife.
met him
Stay true.
down. I saw him at like the club. I think when Lucky had Love Lounge. But forward to, I'm volunteered at the hospital, and I'm like, one day he comes to open the door for me because the police officers had to open the door. Like, I'm looking at him like, you kind of look like Drake. Did anybody ever tell you? He's like, no, they always tell me Obama and Chris Brown.
Okay.
But anyway, I love Fife because we talk about music.
Good people.
But sadly, now he's been working at Borman, so I haven't seen him since February. But yeah, so like.
Sadly, he's on the force, but the force is with us, so we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right.
You know, but
Yeah,
I have
he was at the hospital recently, too.
I have tracks with him.
Scratching
Him and
or-
Marco. No, I have tracks where he did verses.
Yes.
Off the Black Child mixtape?
Yeah, I
Yes,
have.
we have
My
them all.
ultimate.
We have them
I
all.
had him
classic.
autograph it one day. He was like, I don't feel right. I'm like, it's you.
Humble Pie, right?
Yes. But anyway,
Beautiful guy.
You
so
know,
we're
we
going
all
to play.
grew up and surround ourselves with music here, and we have a love for it. And I think it's this
I love
area.
that. That's why I named my show Love and Music.
Yeah.
My daddy, I got my love of music from my daddy. He played
I get it from
a little
my
bit of
mama.
everything.
Marvin Gaye, Motown, the
So-
Monkees, going way back to Warren,
We're going to
Western
let
Reserve.
the
And
listeners hear 2 cuts that you brought us.
cool. I
so-
hope they're clean as
Yes,
they
they
can
are.
be because
So-
it is gangster rap. My old man calls it bebop.
How cute.
He's so
Shout out
50.
to your old man.
Yes, Daddy Gaddy.
Daddy
Live
Gaddy.
strong.
This is
Yeah.
dedicated to you. You don't have to worry,
You
right?
don't have to
Nice.
worry.
All right, let's see if we can get this to go.
Bob Man on the beat.
I want to taste your flower. How I love you. Come rain or shine, you don't need to worry.
And you don't have to worry, mama. Thinking about my baby mama and how to stop the drama, mama. Daydreaming and I'm thinking about you. I was thinking about my boo, feeling like the woo. Baby girls in the Caribbean too with the crew. And I got the call, said she was all in. At the Viceroy, cats go all in. To the Bahamas, mama, see the senorita, meet me at the one and only. She said she was feeling kinda lonely, so she called a tenderoni. Said she needed to get away, said you don't say. She's the next best thing to Beyonce. I mean, she's as cold as ice. So I said, let's roll the dice on some Casino Royale. I had my KC on and my JC on. I think Jay-Z was on my rockish, oh my god-ish. And I was feeling G-O-O-D-E, West obnoxious. But back to my goddess. Whatever you wanna do, I'll be there for you.
I got this. Ooh, baby, I tell you I do. Broke brother, worry about nothing. Rich, worry about everything. Putting them diamonds on everything. No te preocupare. Ooh, trust me, baby, I do.
Chapter 2, what to do? First off, I got a flight that night, and everything felt alright. Must have been the air of the night. I just might fight for one more chance to advance in romance, and that's just the first glance. So I brought one bag, one tag, and I'm hoping not to feel jet lag. Holding an in-style mag in first class. Got the window seat, and I could feel the heat from your heart. Looking to the stars, wondering how far the eyes could see. Wondering if you're still thinking about me. Clearer than the blue sea, reflections of your face. As soulful as India I read, it just may be lyrically speaking of Star 69. Just a race for time, no more wasting signs. Cause loving you is the only thing running through my mind. Now it's time to show and prove, and it's back to the groove.
Ooh, I tell you, baby, I do. No te preocupare. Ooh, trust me, baby, I do. Broke brother, worry about nothing. Rich brother, worry about everything. Putting putting them diamonds on everything. Forget about it.
do. Youngstown Crab Company. Misery loves company. Hey. W on the top, you on the ladder, dude. We won't stop till we get that W. Mad at us cause we run Fifth Avenue. If we had a different attitude, you probably still want to battle, dude. Do what you want or do what you gotta do. Really, to me, it does not matter, dude. We are taught, just cut that ladder, dude. You can't knock us off the ladder, dude. We won't stop until we make it on the top. You player, hate it. If we had a different attitude, you probably still run it battle, dude.
Shoot me in the face. Put your hands up. Rep Youngstown. Keep them in the streets. Keep them underground. Well, I could have been an actor, but I wound up here.
James Dean.
I don't even look good. I just have to be queer. Whisper some shit in my ear. Give me dirty laundry. Whoa. Down.
Air it out. Sex appeal for the thrill of it. Yeah, I know you're feeling it. I strive to be the best MC. I just may be next goddamn C, but you'll see. Jovan on my Norma Jean. Always lead Strasbourg to the scene, so I stay more green, wearing fresh. Adidas, representing for Donda with my ideas. Carpe diem, seize the moment till we own it. Best believe I get the chance, we'll jump up on it. Hip-hop art with a big pink heart that should be hung at the MoMA, right next to Nona, ENT, till we blow like TNT. Youngstown's next, Hovey and Yeezy. It's just that easy, so be easy. JG Gatsby, if you didn't know, you should've asked me.
Remember that night the gardener came around my dressing room and said, "Kid, this ain't your night." Going for the price on Wilson. You remember that? This ain't your night. My night, I could have taken Wilson apart. So what happens? He gets the title shot outdoors in a ballpark, and what do I get? A one-way ticket to Pflugerville. You was my brother, Charlie. You should have looked out for me a little bit. You should have taken care of me just a little bit so I wouldn't have to take them dives for the short end money.
Well, I had some bets down for you. You saw some money.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody. Instead of a bum. Which is what I am. Let's face it. Let me see what you...
All right, that was a special mix of Dirty Laundry.
Shout out to Streets
courtesy
Issue.
of
That was a
Yompton.
Streets Issue edition. Yeah.
Oh, it was a love song.
Fifth Avenue.
Shout out to Streets Issue.
For Northside Story Project coming soon. It's going to be sort of a hybrid blend of The Outsiders and A Bronx Tale and West Side Story. We're trying to put it together. It was supposed to be done by Halloween, but obviously we're behind Yompton.
That's just because you're busy, busy men.
Yeah.
It's a process. Yeah, we want to make it
one
great.
step at a time.
We want to give a shout out to Katie Reyes because
he's been in the game.
That's right.
Yeah, arriba por la raza. Thank you, Kenny.
I love
Kenny DJ my
and
son's
Gabby.
wedding. He knows our family. Shout out to Kenny.
Probably did my high school graduation party, all that.
I love it. Kenny is a good
Spanish dances at Santa Rosa de Lima is where we probably met him too, way back at the old church.
Shout out to Kenny.
Shout
we
out
love
to my
you, Kenny.
grandma.
Oh, shout out Grandma.
Monterrey. Yeah.
I love it.
Viva
Anybody else you want to
Honduras.
shout out to?
Shout out to the whole valley.
Youngstown, YSU.
Michael
Thank you
J.
for having us.
Ryan here.
You could check us out on Instagram, LA
Ryan
Pop
Martino.
Stand. You could check us out on Instagram at The Travel Agency. You could see all our clothing designs on there,
And
or you
at
could
LA
come to
Pop
the store and check out all our designs
And one
that we're
last
doing,
thing
our local
about the
designs.
clothes, the flight school that Jovan does is American Apparel, best threads, best blend,
Top
made
notch.
in LA, printed in
Made in
downtown
America.
Warren.
Yep.
My partner's Dove Life is out of St. Louis. Shout out to stlstyle.com.
We
Dove
represent
Life
Ohio.
promotes peace
I
in
love
the
it.
Middle East
The
and in
birthplace of
Israel,
aviation.
which we need right now.
Yes.
World peace.
Yes, you know, the other night I just went to bed just very grateful because I felt I was thinking a lot, you know, due to a lot of things I've seen online and in the news, and I just felt like I felt safe, and I was just grateful.
Every day is a blessing. And
Yeah,
every night.
day.
Every night you go to sleep safe
There's
and
a
wake
lot
up
of ugly
alive.
in this world, but there's a lot of good, and
There
I think it's
is.
always going to overpower the bad. So,
and we need people like
and we do it
yourself
through
that
love, and we
are
do
positive.
it through music.
Yes.
And
you guys just fit in perfectly with my theme of my show.
But we don't want to take too much. We were late, so we don't want to
It's
take too much of
okay.
Ryan's time. We're going to pass the baton or the torch here. And
if you listeners, if you want to meet these beautiful gentlemen, you got a perfect chance tonight. Tell them what time. Do you know what time the
7 to
events kick off tonight
11,
downtown in Warren?
7 to 11. We'll be there probably 5 to 10. It's a holiday hop. It's an art hop sponsored by Trumbull Arts Council. They do really good things with TAG and in the community. They're gonna have a big show in February too. So it's kind of like the lighting of the tree, but it's a Victorian theme, which we don't really fit in. They're doing a window competition. You know, we keep it. It's always 1984 in our store. So.
I love it. 84.
keeping it real, G, always.
Well, thank you so much for coming
you, Rebecca.
in.
Yes, thank you for having us.
And we'll be posting pictures on our pages later.
Much love.
Because
Dove
I always
Life, no doubt.
tell my listeners I wish I had viewer vision so you could see my lovely guests.
I don't. That's why I got the shades on. I love that it's invisible here. This is the way
So
I
they
like
can use their imagination.
behind the Iron Curtain. Yeah.
Like SpongeBob. Imagination.
And or John Lennon.
Okay, so any songs you want to leave with, or are we going to go to some funk? Because Ryan went to the Cavs game the other night, so he said it was like funk night.
Yeah, so we've been all in for a long time.
LeBron
James is back, and we're winning. And we're going for that championship.
Yeah.
We're winning.
Plenty of
Shout out to the Penguins. In fact, Ryan, look
everybody
at this.
in the city of champions. You got some Bone Thugs for Ryan?
Look,
let Ryan make a request.
Yeah, what
that's
you
a sick hoodie you got on, my friend. With
Shout
the
out
gold
to the Penguins going to play at Indiana State University. Officer Benko,
beat him up.
One of our very own YSU police officers, posted up a video. It's snowing heavily there.
Terre Haute.
So Ryan, you ever played any games like that?
Yeah, we played in a couple of games with snow. It's a different type of environment when you play in the snow because you got to worry about footing. And obviously trying to stay warm, kicking the ball when it's cold. It's like hitting a brick, so you got to make sure the balls are warm.
I can't think of his name right now.
And you were the kicker. See?
Ryan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Ryan is the best punter in the United States of America.
I'm a Jeff Wilkins fan.
He's one of the greatest.
He waved off his NFL career to do what he's doing right now.
That's right.
I'm proud
of the St. Louis Rams. Keep him in the loop.
Yeah, he's pretty accomplished kicker in the NFL.
Like I said, I like Kennedy. When the Browns got rid of Dawson, they almost lost me. I switched to the Niners, and then they lost in the Super Bowl to Baltimore, and I quit them real quick. But I love Phil Dawson. And respect to the kickers, my cousin Nick Garitano might still have the record at UNLV at a 55-yarder, and he punted for them back in the mid-'90s. So wherever he is now, much love, La Familia, and I did want to be him when I was a kid, but I never did punt or kick. I played soccer.
Oh, that's it. You know, soccer goes hard. I got a lot of respect for soccer.
It's
I have to introduce you to my friend Silver, because he just told me they're making a soccer field up on South Avenue because he's with the Nighthawks.
Okay,
but he
cool.
started.
We're with the
He's from Saudi Arabia, and he's from Saudi Arabia, and he started intramural soccer here. So there's like about 50 people that play here, at least.
Outdoor? They're gonna be playing outdoor.
They do. Yeah, they do both.
Cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So wonderful. A lot of connections. But Ryan Sherko was one of our kickers, and that's what he was like. He was like, it's like trying to hit a lemon, a frozen lemon or something.
That's exactly what it is.
So what you want to hear? We're going to go to some 70s funk in honor of your...
You got any Zap on her?
Yeah.
Ohio rap, right? Zap, Cincinnati?
Yep.
Zap and Roger?
Hopefully,
which one?
Let's keep it real funky.
Looks like
go bounce.
Bounce.
I saw one of them
More
once downtown
bounce.
when I was downtown. More bounce to the hour.
Is that the Alpha Phi Alpha joint that they did step to? Martin Luther King's frat? They were big up in Cleveland State. I don't know about here. I think YSU is more Kappa.
Penguins. No, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good.
Dub Life, Youngstown with the world.
Hey, I met
Israel.
Yeah, we went our CD too. We are old school. We went the hard copy.
I like that because people like me that don't have other stuff, I have a CD, so I play on it.
Rebecca asked me if we had a new cassette player for her in the store.
Only 8-track. We just carry 8-track.
You've been listening to Love and Music YSU Edition with Rebecca Banks. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you to my wonderful, wonderful guests. Have a beautiful day, everybody. Don't forget, free community dinner later at the YWCA 5 to 8, put on by City Kids Care. And thank you for tuning in to Rookery Radio, Real College Radio. Don't forget, Rookery in Espanol later tonight, 7 o'clock. Have a nice day, everybody.